In this video, we are going through question 8 for exercise 5K. And the first question asks, how many zeros do the following numbers have? All right, so let's go through this. So for A, I, so we have 10 square. All right, so there's a couple of ways that we can do this. You can put this into the calculator and work out what the answer is, okay? But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do it by hand. And hopefully by doing this by hand, you can sort of see the pattern, okay? All right, so let's go through it. So first we have 10 to the power of 2. What does that mean? That means 10 multiplied by 10 twice, right? So there we go. So we have 10 times 10, which is going to give us 100. So how many zeros would this have? So this one is 2 zeros, right, in the number. Next, what we have is 10 to the power of 5. Okay, so what does it mean by 10 to the power of 5? That means 10 multiplied by itself 5 times. So we have 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tenths. All right, so 10 times 10, that's 100. 100 times 10, that's 1,000. 1,000 times 10, 10,000. 10,000 times 10, 100,000. So 1, 2, so here we go, 100 thousands. So how many zeros? 5 zeros. Okay. Now I can see the pattern here, and I hope you do too. But let's go through the next one. Okay. So 10 to the power of 6. Now, same thing as before. That means that 10 multiplied by itself 6 times. So 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. Now we know that 10 multiplied by itself 5 times give us 100,000. So it's 10. So this multiplied by one more 10, right? So that's going to give us 1 million. Okay, and I'm just going to put a commas there. Right, so we have 6 zeros. Okay, and right, there's definitely something going on here, isn't it? Have a look at the number of zeros and have a look at the power. Aren't they the same? So what that tells us is that if we have 10 to the power of something, that power tells us how many zeros there's going to be, right? If it's to the power of 2, if we have 10 to the power of 2, we're going to have 2 zeros in the answer. If it's 10 to the power of 5, it's going to have 5 zeros. If it's 10 to the power of 6, it's going to have 6 zeros. And so, what do you think it's going to be if we have 10 to the 100? You guessed it, there will be 100 zeros there. Now that's too big of a number. I don't even know what that is, all right? But I know for sure it's going to have 100 zeros after the 1. Okay, so from there, okay, the next question asks how many zeros does the number 10 to the power of 5 times 10 to the power of 6 times 10 to the power of 7, all of that is raised to the power of 3. Okay, so let's walk through that. So we have, let me rewrite this. Okay, and what I want to do is I'm gonna, just simplify things inside the brackets first. That's gonna make my life easier. So because we have multiplication of powers by the same base, right? So we're just going to keep the base, which is 10. And then we're going to add all the powers together, right? So what do we have? So that's 10 to the power of 5 plus 6, that's 11, plus 7, that's 18. Okay, and then now we have 10 to the power of 18, all raised to the power of 3. So a power raised to another power. What we do, we're going to multiply the powers together. So 18 times 3. And 18 times 3 is 54. So we have 10 to the power of 54. And what do we learn from A? Is that this power tells us how many zeros it's going to have, the answer is going to have. So that means that because the power is 54, I can expect that there will be 54 zeros after the 1. Okay? So this is how we're going to answer this question. All right, so I hope this helps you with question 8. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.